25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So TCU's offense is on the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
On the ground, it's Payne. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Using the quick game. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. These guys set all of these goals for the season. Then to come out and say, here we are, this is how it is. That was impressive.
And Reese, we thought this offense could be here.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll try the counter. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. So Northwestern's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Gray. Zings it complete to the right. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Hold open.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's going to take off. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. He wants to throw it. Floating away. He throws one to the left. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes in the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Soft spot in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Northwestern right back to the line.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really,
and the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play. The play before. And what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Powers through the defender. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Gray. He's got it on the move. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Wildcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. 2nd and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Coming after it. Dances away to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Horned Frog! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that enormous top 5 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. A top 5 flash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
First down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Ripping through the defense. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Release to the back. Finds his man down the middle. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Gray. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
TCU 17, Northwestern 3.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 10, let's see. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, TCU. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner is stopped. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll try the run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. End off from the gun. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Movement here from the tight end. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. Touchdown, Northwestern. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
24, Northwestern, 10.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll go back to the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Northwestern wants to go quickly. On On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Gray. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up.
Touchdown, Wildcats! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Northwestern right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in on the right. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They move on top here in the 4th.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. RPO complete to open the drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Gray. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete in the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quick pass on the jet motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. A designed run for the quarterback. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he waltzes in for
late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Hines is tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Number 86.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Offense set on first down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as